Welcome. Today we're diving into the first 3 chapters of the Gospel of Matthew, a rich tapestry of prophecy, history, and faith. These chapters lay the foundation for understanding Jesus' identity and mission. So, let's embark on this journey together, uncovering profound truths and timeless lessons. Matthew begins with a genealogy, connecting Jesus to Abraham and King David, fulfilling God's promises of a Messiah. In verse 23, the words of the prophet Isaiah come alive. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and they shall call his name Immanuel, meaning God with us. Imagine the courage of Joseph, a humble carpenter, who chose obedience over fear. After an angel visited him in a dream, he trusted God's plan, took Mary as his wife, and journeyed to Bethlehem, where Jesus was born. Meanwhile, in a faraway land, wise men saw a brilliant star rise in the east. Recognizing its significance, they followed it, determined to honor the newborn king. They arrived bearing gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, symbols of royalty, divinity, and sacrifice. But their arrival disturbed Herod, the king of Judea. Paranoid and desperate to cling to his power, Herod devised a cruel plan to destroy this child who was called the King of the Jews. Once again, an angel appeared to Joseph in a dream, warning him to flee to Egypt with Mary and the child. Joseph's obedience not only protected Jesus, but fulfilled the prophecy, "Out of Egypt I called my son." After Herod's death, his son, Archelaus, took over as ruler of Judea. But Joseph, receiving another divine message, relocated his family to Nazareth, a humble village, fulfilling yet another prophecy. He shall be called a Nazarene. In chapter 3, we meet John the Baptist, a man set apart for a unique mission. Dressed in coarse garments of camel's hair and subsisting on a diet of locusts and wild honey, John preached repentance with urgency and fire. His voice echoed in the wilderness, calling people to turn back to God. Crowds came to be baptized in the Jordan River, confessing their sins. But when the Pharisees and Sadducees arrived, John did not hold back. He boldly declared, "You brood of vipers, who warned you to flee from the coming wrath?" Then, in a moment that changed history, Jesus came to be baptized by John. At first, John hesitated, saying, "I need to be baptized by you." But Jesus insisted, "Let it be so now. It is proper for us to do this to fulfill all righteousness." As Jesus emerged from the water, the heavens opened. The Spirit of God descended like a dove, and a voice declared, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." What a powerful affirmation of Jesus' identity and mission. Finally, Matthew 1-3 reminds us of God's perfect timing and faithfulness. The genealogy reveals 14 generations from Abraham to David, David to the exile, and the exile to Jesus. Through these chapters, we see prophecies fulfilled, the call to repentance through John's bold voice, and the beauty of Christ stepping into his mission. Every detail, every event is woven together to declare, God is with us. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Gospel of Matthew.